One. Good morning, NASDAQ. Happy Friday today.
Good morning, NASDAQ. Happy Friday today.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. What a beautiful, wonderful, fantastic day it is so far.
Absolutely. I wore my nice clothes because today we are all showing up. We are showing up. We're going to do well. It's going to be a great day. All positivity.
The quality, is it on my side or
What's
wait,
up?
why is my quality saying why did it auto 240? I was like, it is so blurry. The screen.
That's it auto selects your quality based on how much bandwidth you have.
Dude, something's wrong with my
internet
internet
speed.
or my computers.
That's an internet issue. Like mine
Is it?
auto sets
Okay.
to 720.
Okay.
Which that's kind of low. Granted, I'm on like 1,000 megabits per second fiber optic, but who cares about that, right?
Who cares about that?
Who
Jasper
cares?
asked, "Did you check out Nicola yesterday?"
Did he have
Yeah,
a
I'll
story?
tell you what. I don't know if the tweet went out, but the room, Clover chat room, absolutely murked Nicola from the long side, from the 140s into the twos. I myself still am long. Um,
This
looking
is
to
when
sell
Dom
towards 3.
shows up and he goes full savage.
Yeah, these are my charts. You guys want every morning we sit here and I say, "Oh, not interested in that, just a day one runner." Nicola, a stock that's been on scans, running for weeks in the right sector. That is my chart. So if you want to put that on a poster board of what will Dom trade, that's I haven't seen one like this in a bit. So
Yeah, just
really
look for
cool.
the carbon copy.
Yeah, you got volume, you got breakouts, you got a stock that's holding dips. That's what we like to see. And I'll be honest with you, the room absolutely killed it. I know Kyle did really well on it. I don't think this is a trade for you, Mr. Schwartz.
No, but even I was looking at the chart. I'm like, man, I really should just long it. I should. I didn't.
But you didn't. We have some weird stuff going on with EDTX, and that kind of brought a slew of weird movers as well. I know, Schwartz, you've been in the chat room pretty much saying, stay safe. You've been going over the behind-the-scenes type of stuff that's going on here, the low liquidity, the how they can trap you so quickly, and how disastrous these type of situations can be.
Yeah, it can all just change at the flip of a dime. I mean, right now, this morning, all the shorts got bagged from the 60s area because, let's be honest, there's not many people that are actually top ticking it. If you're top ticking it, good job, but very risky, I will say. And the thing is, like, once it breaks out of this range, it just blows off all the way to the highs, and it's coming down now. But if it's going to find support here and then just circuit off open, you got a whole nother set of problems on your hands if you're still short. I mean, it's just too easy when it's this low liquidity because there's no real firm resistance. And
You're not wrong.
yeah, you're pretty much just playing against the short next to you, and when all shorts are playing against each other, good luck. Anyways, what else is there? The market it's like it's cooled down a bit, but not really because you have the EDTXs, you have the GGAA, which is in a T12 halt now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's T12.
Did that happen this morning?
Yesterday, like 30 minutes after the close. I was checking the chart after
I
hours all
wasn't
day,
around, yeah.
and I'm like, man, I really want to short this. I really want to short this. And then this morning, I figured out it was T12. And I'm like, oh,
That's so funny that that's the one that gets tagged, not the one that started the whole thing.
no, not. Yeah, God forbid they get the one that's like just exotic, grinding up, blowing out everybody, going 800% a day. God forbid. But yeah, I mean, first up on the list, we see AIMD, which is kind of chopping around. I don't think there was much news besides the fact that they asked the NASDAQ for an extension on their delinquency deadline, and they actually did they? I think it was a different ticker actually. It was a different ticker that did the reverse split. They literally said we're going to reverse split like 3-1 or 5-1 in order to attempt to regain our compliance with the NASDAQ. Good morning, NASDAQ.
Okay.
Happy Friday today.
Wait. Good morning, NASDAQ. Happy. I can't see more than just today or yesterday. It's weird. My data chart's all screwed up.
On what chart?
You say AIMD?
Yeah, AIMD.
Yeah.
Which
You keep talking. I can't see it.
funny enough, AIMD, their ticker is, or the actual name is ANOS. There's no M anywhere, so.
Very interesting.
Or a
though.
D.
AIND probably is taken.
Oh, you think? Let's do that. No,
No?
they just missed the boat, man. They don't even have a D in the ticker. Who are these people, man? Like, hire me for $50,000. I'll give you a sick company name and ticker.
Yeah, actually, we would probably work better as a team, so just do a full 100K. We'll split it.
Yeah, we'll split it.
We'll
down
get you the
middle.
letters you're looking for. We'll talk to the right people.
We won't fight over that. We're not greedy.
No.
Next up on the list, we got Frick. Frequency. Freck. What company?
What's the
name?
ticker symbol?
Freck. F-R-E-Q.
I like Freck. That's
Freck.
cool.
What the Freck?
Looks like a turd. Man,
Oh,
if this
yeah,
is where
100%.
if this is the first two you brought up, not a
Yeah.
good sign for the so you can already tell, you guys, if you start watching the show every morning, you can very easily get like the sentiment of the day based off like the order in which we give you these stocks, right? So we start off with one that was really bleh, and then the second one is a 60% up on the day, 50% off its high is already pre-market, and so you can already say, okay, maybe sentiment today a little slower. We've had a pretty weird week. Actually had some 100% runners. Maybe today's just kind of going to be a dead day. There's nothing wrong with that. I almost wrote that in the chat yesterday, where it just seemed like there was a lot of action. People were short in CVNA. People were long NKLA. People were doing stuff with Rivian and AAOI and KSCP. I was like, when you're actually having the day or the two of the week where there is action and there are trades to be had, really be aware of that, because you need to be able to turn the switch and go, okay, Friday, it's a totally new day. Whatever happened with those stocks and those tickers, that momentum doesn't need to carry into today. No. And if you can be aware of, like, during summer months, there might be a day or two every week where there is action, there's 3 or 4 trades for me to take, and then it's going to die off again. You're going to be more equipped to kind of hold on to that money after you do well on one of those days, and not feel like you have to go full blown out into the next day, that like there's going to be 10 more trades to be had.
Absolutely. I always describe it as a market hangover, right? You party too much, you drink too much, you're hungover the next day, you kind of waste the day. That's kind of what it's like in the market. It's very, very similar to that, where it's like, yeah, you get all this action one day, but then every account needs to take a break. They need to digest their losses, digest their gains, maybe take a step back, refocus on everything, and then the market comes back. It's all waves. Waves of productivity, waves of volatility.
And then you had like 2021, where the market was on Adderall. And there was no hangover because they just popped another pill every day, and it was just fire going off all day long, every single day. You were hungover because you were like so tired from the day before of working for like 10 hours straight with 300 tickers on your watch list. But the market just shoved new tickers on your throat, new breakouts, big runners.
And it's like, all right, pop more Adderall, get back to work.
I mean, Kellogg got mono, for God's sakes, from it. Wild times.
And then what happened in 2022, Dom? How would you describe the market then?
It was, I think it was like in a coma.
Coma, yeah. It was in a full-blown coma, getting its stomach bumped. Oh, man. Anyways, Frequency Therapeutics, they enter a definitive merger agreement to combine in an all-stock transaction. It's nothing of interest for me. If you can actually price the merger, and I mean, let's say the all-stock transaction price, it would make Frequency like a 60-cent stock, and you see it at 1.2, and you know that in real time because you digested all the news in a matter of 2 minutes. Go for it, but at some point you just miss the trade, and that's pretty much what I'm kind of seeing here. ARBB is next up in the list, not including units or rights. And big gapper, about 100% from the previous close. They're actually a pretty good company. I believe they're cash flow positive, don't have much dilution. But yeah, I mean, that's just Arby's for you. And it's
interesting, Daily chart, only resistance 540s. We've broken that today, and then below it right now. Biggest volume candle day already in pre-market that stock's ever done.
At 2.9, so nothing to write home about, I would say.
Yeah, what is the float here?
I don't know. I think it's like relatively low. Let me find it real quick. 1.25 million float at an $85 million market cap. So this is a large, either institutional or insider holding ticker, where, let's see, 95% of the insiders are holding their shares, which typically that is something that you can see as all right, the insiders believe in their company because they believe that the stock price will be greater down the line than present day.
Yep.
Makes sense. That's why I would hold the stock. Trust me, I don't purposely hold the stock long if I think it's going to devalue. I don't.
That's an interesting theory.
Yeah, right. But, I mean, that's kind of what it all comes down to. Expectations. PRFX. This one got a little movement this morning. They were a big spiker the other day, if you remember it, earlier this week. They wound up doing a registered direct offering the following day, and yeah, I mean, it was just kind of a short-lived spike. It's nothing
ticker?
crazy. PRFX, pain reform, PRFX. I noticed that I've been like a little dyslexic with this ticker where I kept PFRX.
I typed it in wrong, yeah.
Yeah, it's the best of us. I don't know if they
Nice
had
little
news today.
first green day there.
Yeah, no news today, so it looks like it was just some sort of a shakeout or shorts just covering, turned into a buy wave. But short-lived nonetheless, and it kind of faded off. Daily chart isn't anything crazy. Does a lot of work.
It looks like a Schwartz spike big enough, and he'll short it.
Yeah, right. That's when I say, I mean, you like it at 12, you're probably going to love it at 16, and so forth. EDTX, the angel of the NASDAQ, going back up to 60. I mean, look, that alone, now any shorts from here, they're going to be, have their gut checked, and now it's going to see what's going to happen now. This is going to be an interesting ticker to watch today, just for pure entertainment. I won't be trading it because I'm taking the day off.
Look at you.
But I'm still showing up to hang out with the NASDAQ crew.
Hanging out
2022
with the
market was on
NASDAQ
heroin, slumped out.
Yeah, it was. It was basically on freaking life support.
Yeah.
We needed a freaking Chinese pump to get it back to life every now and then.
Yeah. Everybody just started joining groups.
All right.
Next up on the
I'll
list.
answer one question about Nikola, just because it's there, and the rest of the gappers look horrible. Since you held Nikola overnight and have been watching it for a while, what was the resistance level you were using? Also, what made you think it wouldn't gap down today? The resistance level I was using is the 150 area, 153, and then the multi-week breakout at 183. Those are the big key levels. And the reason I didn't think it would gap down today are because of the ticker's history. Look at all of its runs. Any multi-day green days in a row, what do they have in common? Almost always the stock gaps up. And following one of the biggest volume candles ever, even on this doji wick day to the upside on 615, it still gapped up big the next day. So I definitely thought after a really solid giant green candle breakout, that there would be continuation to the upside. And because of that, I actually bought some after hours yesterday. But all right, Schwartz, what do you say we get her wrapped up and head over to the Clove Room, since there is a lot to talk about in there right now with Nikola?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, although there's action today, I do suspect it'll be a very slow day, except for a couple maybe weird moves, namely probably EDTX.
Yeah, that'll be one that I'll be watching, will not be trading.
Yeah.
And you'll be golfing.
I will be golfing, and I will much rather do that than sit around and get chopped up on some random names that I don't care about.
Yeah, can we get some likes in the chat for Schwartz going golfing today, taking the day off, that mental health triple coming?
Mental health triple.
Yeah, it's like when you get like a 9
Yeah.
on like a par 4, man, but you write down like a 7, it's a mental health triple. You don't want your score to be completely ruined.
Yeah, I lose a ball and then I like just drive down the fairway and like I have a hidden
Drop it
ball
right in the
and I
middle.
just throw it when nobody's looking. I'm like, oh my god, my ball landed. All right, everybody.
All right, guys, we will see you first thing Monday morning. Hope you guys stay safe out there. Hope you had a fantastic week as we wrap up right at the midpoint in July. feel like we haven't had that many market days, but we're halfway through July. Stay safe out there. Have fun. Have a fantastic, fun weekend. And we'll see you on the other side of it Monday morning.
All right. See you all later. Stay classy.